for those of you that haven't been around, we covered this a couple weeks ago. Rumbleverse was announced right, like I think the first week of February. It was announced that Rumbleverse was shutting down at the end of February, which was this past Tuesday, and it indeed shut down. To the dismay of the entire community. And it was a very difficult day for a lot of people, more so all of the devs over at Iron Galaxy, right, who have built that game from the ground up. And like they were gearing up to do a bunch of shit with it, and then suddenly they were told that it's goodbye time. The outpour of emotion that happened on Tuesday was a sight to behold. I was watching Automatic play his last couple of games, and he started crying when like everybody just stopped playing and just started like saluting each other and waving goodbye. Everybody just stopped fighting and just let the game end. It was difficult. It was difficult. I saw Katana Prime was struggling with it as well. Triumph, 56K, like the entire community was just having a tough one that day, including people over at Iron Galaxy. They even made a special video saying goodbye and thank you. It was sad times. However, the worst of it was that, you know, the servers were getting turned off at 10 a.m. Central on Tuesday. So I went to the gym. I just just lifting weights as fast as possible, just like doing hip presses as fast as possible, just getting my shit done so I can come home and play the last couple hours of Rumbleverse. And then tragedy strikes. And it's something that you never want to see. And I can't even imagine how the people over at Iron Galaxy feel, because it is some bullshit. Something happened. Something got turned off hours before the actual shutdown time. We were getting an error that couldn't identify age and consent or some bullshit like that. So if you weren't already playing, you did not get to play. And I was one of those people that did not get to play. And I was pissed and sad and mad and frustrated. It's a lot of big feelings, right? And shout outs to Keeman, the community manager, and everybody over at Iron Galaxy. They tried to fix it as much as possible, but at the end of the day, they just couldn't get it back up. So the people that were already logged into the game got to ride out into the sunset, and the rest of us got screwed. Not by Iron Galaxy's fault, because they tried to fix it. So that was very unfortunate. It was, man, it like an even harder thing to deal with than what was already happening. Know what I mean? So that was really fucked up. However, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I have a connection over there at Grappital City. And I got sent a tape in the email, and it arrived today. And it seems like it was the last broadcast that came out of Grappital City. So they were kind enough to send me over a tape. It was a VHS. I had to digitize it, but it digitized okay. Somehow it came out in 1080p. I don't know how they did that, but they did it. But yeah, that we got a final broadcast from Grappital City, and here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very, very special and urgent episode of Best of 5 News. My name is Ilan. It is currently 3:12 p.m. here on Thursday, the 28th of February. Also, did I say Thursday? It's definitely Tuesday. This will air on Thursday, though, I think. Anyway, we have very grave news coming out of Grappital City this afternoon, and it is that all citizens and workers, anybody that currently is anywhere near Grappital City, is now evicted as of 10 a.m. this morning. it was a surprise announcement that happened a little bit over a month ago. And just now it is taking effect. So everyone is currently moving out of their homes for all of their businesses. Everybody is trying to pack up as fast as possible because they're ushering people out. In the midst of all this chaos, we do have our on-the-ground correspondent who is currently there. It is the Crazed Maniac. The Crazed Maniac took a little bit of time to speak with us earlier today. So I'm going to toss this over to the Crazed Maniac, and he will give us a little insight into what's happening in Capital City today. So, Crazed Maniac, over to you.
Yeah, this is the Crazed Maniac speaking. They no longer are letting me into my apartment here. I still had some stuff in there, but I later realized that all of the stuff that I had in there was weights that I stole from the construction site on the other side of where this is. And, they never got finished with this stuff. I was kind of looking forward to seeing what it was. But, yeah, they're forcing everybody to move out. It looks like some rich moguls have bought out everybody and everything in Capital City and Lokiki. Which is, this is all I've known. I grew up here, I was born here, and I have no idea what's gonna happen next. But I'll try my best. If I can lift 4 tons, I think I can lift my life into the future. We'll see what happens. I took some time earlier today to speak to a couple business owners here in Capital City to see how they're feeling about the current state of affairs. First, I spoke to Squawky, the creator and owner of Squat's Chicken. So here's what Squawky had to say earlier today.
Yeah, hello. My name is Squawky. My name is actually Squawky. People think I'm just the mascot, but no, I actually built this restaurant. This is the first location we had here in Capital City. This was the first restaurant, and then we were able to franchise it all across Capital City, Island, and Lokiki. This eviction kind of took us by surprise a lot, and we weren't expecting them to actually push us out so quickly today. We haven't even had the opportunity to flip the open sign to closed. But I have a little bit of a nest egg still, so maybe I'll try to open up Squats wherever I wind up. But I once lived in New York, so hopefully they'll have some place for Squats in New York. I haven't been there in a couple of years, couple of decades really, but we'll see what happens. It's just a shame that we were finally getting our business up and running. We were finally in a profit, and now we're being forced to move. I dislike that, and hopefully these rich jerks can understand the impact of making everybody move out of here. It's just not fair. I hate it, and hopefully we'll be back. Well, I don't know. That's all I have to say. Please get this camera out of my face. I'm getting emotional. Please, go away.
Yep. That's what Squawky had to say earlier today. This is my favorite neighborhood tea place. It's the Punching Bag Tea House. They apparently got the notice a little bit earlier than the rest of us because it's completely empty in there. I thought there would be at least something in there, but it looks like they're just gone. The truck to my right is from the construction site, so it's not there. So I don't know how they did that. They just Houdini'd out of here. It's very scary because, I used to come here every day and have a glass of green tea in the morning before my workout. It got my head on my shoulders, and it set me up for the day. And I'm realizing that I won't have that anymore, and it hurts. It hurts a lot. I also had a chance to talk to Mumu, the Muso's Shake owner. They just arrived here a couple months ago in Capital City. He's not taking it very well, but I think he can speak to it in his own words. So here is Mumu, the Muso's Shake owner.
Yes. Hello. I am Mumu. I created Muso's Shakes with my bare hands and my bare, cows, and this behind me was the first location of the Muso's Shake, and we finally got open and operational in Capital City, and we very quickly were able to franchise our store throughout both Lokiki and Capital City, and it seemed like people were enjoying our Muso's Shakes a lot because every time they would drink enough of them, they would start glowing blue. they'd be superstars. It's crazy. Um, Unfortunately, since we got bought out, and because the price of the buyout was very, very low and unfair, I don't have enough money to open up a new business wherever I wind up. So I think this is the end of the Musel Shake empire that I built from the ground up. Moving's gonna be difficult, but we'll just have to go like forward one step at a time, and hopefully we can find whatever is going to be into our future here. But needless to say, this is a very tough pill to swallow for all of us, and we're not sure what's gonna happen, but we'll be there forging forward. Thanks for all of you who enjoyed the Musel Shakes and who always knocked on our windows whenever you wanted some. I'm sorry we didn't have them all the time, but the times that we did have it, we saw you enjoying them, and it made us feel good. Thanks. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Well, they wouldn't even let me stand on the street anymore. They're gonna demolish that building. Can't even stay there no more. So I guess I have to wait here by the train station. We spoke to one last person before I had to shut off all the cameras before they took all the cameras away, and it was the local dyslexic zombie of Grappital City. He was taking some time off at Lokiki. He was tired of zombieing around over here, so he just needed to take some time to recharge. And I think he's taken the news pretty hard. So I had a friend who was over at Lokiki a little bit earlier, and they talked to the dyslexic zombie. So here's what he had to say earlier today.
Brains. Skip Legger Day, I found your glasses. I'm also sad. I just started getting used to walking around with my broken foot and my decomposing limbs.
Well, looks like we're having some technical difficulties there with the tape. So, that's it for me. I gotta go. My next train is coming up. So, thanks for talking to me, and hopefully we'll see you in the future. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'll try my best. Until then.
That's the news coming out of Grappital City. A lot of people's lives have been upended, and it's a tough pill to swallow for sure for all of us, and we'll miss it dearly. However, the hope is that we'll have another place that we can call home in the future. They're about to turn off the lights here in the studio. My producer has just left. The person who writes the ticker has left. It's just me in here now, so we're gonna have to go. But to the people who built this island from the ground up, Iron Galaxy, thank you so much for all of the work that you put into our lovely city and our new resort, Lokiki. We're sorry that we all got evicted from here, and we know that a lot of passion has gone into the place we called home for the last couple of months. I hope we get to find a new place and have another Rumble sooner rather than later. But know that you're all appreciated and loved, and it's all part of the Rumble, right? We'll see you in the next one. I'll see you guys on the barge. That was the end of the tape. So thanks to the folks over at Grappital City, who sent that tape over to me. It arrived just yesterday, so I figured I was gonna play it during the show. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know how to deal with big feelings, so I figured I would make something, and that's what I made. But yeah. I think I came to the I saw Ultra David post this, and I think it kind of sums up a lot of things. I think this is the first time I've experienced a game that I really like going away, right? like every other time there are games that I really like, I can just, play them. But I think this is the first time that like it's gone. That's it. um, yeah, and like I said, man, it was a difficult day. It's still a little bit difficult. Saw automatic in here a little earlier. We're getting through though. But yeah, man, like it sucks. It feels like it was very unfair, and the fact that even in the last hours, shit didn't work right. Not because of Iron Galaxy. It made it very difficult. It was a difficult day. But yeah. Onward we forge. No, it was really funny, man, because like in the back of my mind, like my next like year was going to be Street Fighter 6. Then whenever I get pissed off at Street Fighter 6, go to Rumbleverse. Then whenever I get pissed off at Rumbleverse, go to Street Fighter 6. And whenever I get pissed off at Street Fighter 6, go to Rumbleverse. No, I don't have Rumbleverse. So I figured, hey, maybe I'll like Street Fighter Duel. That game's not for me. So I don't know what the hell. But yeah. Anyway, needless to say, this sucks. I can only imagine how terrible it is for the folks over at Iron Galaxy who are having to deal with this after, working on something for so long. Yeah, man, I feel like that game was done dirty. It didn't have enough time. They didn't let it cook. And I hope that they can bring it back and that Epic didn't keep the IP. So hopefully I'm really hoping that there's going to be more Rumbling in the future. But for right now, we have to, we have to move on because, everybody got evicted. So